Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Here is a list of the top 10 anime where MC becomes OP and dark. Some of these characters go through hellish experiences in their past, be it a human experiment, living in loneliness, or just a tragedy. Those issues will make anyone goes crazy, becomes nervous, constantly scared, and gets dark and depressed, while some others success to switch their darkness and their path of misery lives into happiness. Number 10. Hoseki no Kuni. In the mysterious future, crystalline organisms called gems inhabit a world that has been destroyed by 6 meteors. Each gem is assigned a role in order to fight against the Lunarians, a species who attacks them in order to shatter their bodies and use them as decorations. Hospholite, also known as foes, is a young and fragile gem who dreams of helping their friends in the war effort. Number 9. Arafurator. The ordinary life of 17-year-old otaku Hajime Nagumo is disrupted when he and his classmates are summoned to a fantasy world and tasked with saving mankind. While his classmates are gifted with impressive abilities useful in combat, Hajime is belittled for only gaining an inferior transmutation skill that lacks any real offensive power. Number 8. Guilty Crown. Japan, 2039. 10 years after the outbreak of the apocalypse virus, an event solemnly regarded as Lost Christmas, the once proud nation has fallen under the rule of the GHQ, an independent military force dedicated to restoring order. Funeral Parlor, a guerrilla group led by the infamous Guy Sutsugami, act as freedom fighters, offering the only resistance to GHQ's cruel despotism. Number 7. Claymore. When a shape-shifting demon with a thirst for human flesh, known as Yuma, arrives in Raki's village, a lone woman with silver eyes walks into town with only a sword upon her back. She is a Claymore, a being manufactured as half human and half Yuma, for the express purpose of exterminating these monsters. After Raki's family is killed, the Claymore saves his life, but he is subsequently banished from his home. With nowhere else to go, Raki finds the Claymore, known as Claire, and decides to follow her on her journeys. Number 6. Black Lagoon. Within Thailand is Ronapur, a depraved, crime-ridden city where not even the authorities or churches are untouched by the claws of corruption. A haven for convicts and degenerates alike, the city is notorious for being the center of illegal activities and operations, often fueled by local crime syndicates. Enter Rokaru Okajima, an average Japanese businessman who has been living a dull and monotonous life, when he finally gets his chance for a change of pace with a delivery trip to Southeast Asia. Number 5, Gurren Lagann. Simon and Kamina were born and raised in a deep, underground village, hidden from the fabled surface. Kamina is a free-spirited loose cannon bent on making a name for himself, while Simon is a timid young boy with no real aspirations. One day while excavating the earth, Simon stumbles upon a mysterious object that turns out to be the ignition key to an ancient artifact of war, which the duo dubs Lagoon. Using their new weapon, Simon and Kamina fend off a surprise attack from the surface with the help of Yoko Littner, a hot-blooded redhead wielding a massive gun who wanders the world above. Number 5, Parasite. Parasites are tennis ball-sized creatures, whose numbers and origins are unknown. They invade and take over the human mind in order to survive. Shinichi Izumi is a 16-year-old high school student who lives with his parents in a quiet neighborhood. One night, a parasite invades Shinichi's body in an attempt to take control of it. However, it fails to complete the takeover process and ultimately ends up inhabiting only his right arm. Number 3, The Rising of the Shield Hero.
How willing are you to accommodate our requests? Depending on your answer, we may...
The 4 cardinal heroes are a group of ordinary men from modern-day Japan summoned to the kingdom of Melromark to become its saviors. Melromark is a country plagued by the waves of catastrophe that have repeatedly ravaged the land and brought disaster to its citizens for centuries. The 4 heroes are respectively bestowed a sword, spear, bow, and shield to vanquish these waves. Naofumi Iwatani, an otaku, becomes cursed with the fate of being the shield hero.
Huh? Oh, hey, now I do.
Try focusing your attention on it.
And the weapons are translating all the verbal and visual information into Japanese for us.
Since the sun is about to set, rest here.
Number 2, Berserk.
Was it destiny? Or was it just a cruel twist of fate?
Now branded for death and destined to be hunted by demons until the day he dies, Guts embarks on a journey to defy such a gruesome fate, as waves of beasts relentlessly pursue him. Stealing his resolve, he takes up the monstrous blade Dragonslayer and vows to exact vengeance on the one responsible, hunting down the very man he once looked up to and considered a friend.
Two men born under an evil sign.
Number 1, Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo has become a cruel and merciless city, a place where vicious creatures called ghouls exist alongside humans. The citizens of this once great metropolis live in constant fear of these bloodthirsty savages and their thirst for human flesh. However, the greatest threat these ghouls pose is their dangerous ability to masquerade as humans and blend in with society.
実はそのダイエット
やっぱりデビュー作かな。
すいません。トーカさん、恋バナ。あと
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun.